So number one is late shipment. You would not want to have your product, if you're having it on your store or on your eBay or even Amazon dropshipping. You don't want to have your product and it being taking a long time to reach your customers. You want to have them receive it in 1 to 2 weeks. But the downfall with AliExpress is the fastest shipping they have is 12 to 20 days, which is a little bit more than 2 weeks in most cases. The 12 days, you usually don't get the product in 12 days, and 12 days would be less than 2 weeks. You usually get the product in about closer to 20 days, so it makes it harder because whenever I use AliExpress, I don't usually get a really good tracking number. So that is another problem that will come up. We'll look at later. But for number one, it's late shipment. You do not want your shipment to take very long. So you want to make sure you find a drop shipper that will be able to ship your product within 1 to 2 weeks, which is 7 to 14 days. Your customer will be able to get it. That's what you want. You want the shipping to be affordable too. So yeah. Well, as we talked about before, you don't want to have late shipment, but you want to have you also want to be able to provide your customers with a tracking number. I've had very bad experiences with past shipments where I haven't provided tracking numbers, especially on eBay. And when the customer gets the product, I have no way of verifying that the customer actually got the product, and that will leave room for the customer to scam you if they're not an honest customer. They could say they haven't received the product, they haven't received an item that was should be included with the product, and you have no way of verifying. So for number two, you want to make sure you have tracking. Do not make this mistake, it will cost you in the long run. And I can definitely testify for that. It really did cost me. I've shipped high value products well over $200, and the tracking was terrible. It was slow and it was inaccurate, and I ended up having to pay back the customer because of not having good eyes, so to speak, on the product. So you want to make sure you have tracking, and you want to have good tracking. You do not want to have bad customer care. For me, what I did was set up notifications from my website, my dropshipping websites, and eBay and Amazon for whenever I have a sale or an inquiry. My customers could whenever I have a sale or inquiry, my customers, I would respond to them within the hour. Like, I would get a notification on my phone or tablet instantly, and then I could instantly respond to it. And I downloaded apps for everything I needed, like Amazon seller app, eBay app, and I had Banggood and AliExpress app, just to know, so I could connect all the dots and stuff. So you do want to have good customer care. You do not want to make the mistake of having bad customer care and have your customers hate you because you don't respond to them, or you're all about profits and not about satisfaction. So customer is your most important, and you want to make sure that your customers are always satisfied. Respond promptly, and I guarantee they will love that. They will love to be able to hear from you quickly, because that's something that's not regular in this industry. So you want to make a difference with that, and by making a difference, you'll build brand loyalty and trust. if you ship the product and the customer decides that they do not want it for any reason, or there was a problem with the product, you want to make sure that the company that you're using to drop ship to ship your products accept returns, and you want to make sure that their returns too, they have, it's a good plan. For instance, you don't want a company that says no returns, or you don't want a company that says no returns after 5 days. That would be kind of ridiculous. You want to have a company that offers maybe 15 days or 30 days. The customer gets the product and something's wrong, they're able to return it. And because if you don't have a company that accepts return, then you're going to have to handle that. If it's your own website, guaranteed customers will file a complaint with PayPal, or leave bad reviews on your website, and that will affect your sales. So it all comes back down to customer service. You want to serve your customers, and you want to make sure that your drop shipping company has returns. These are all problems I've faced in the past, and I'm trying to warn you guys from now. Make sure the company has good returns. For instance, if you drop ship from Amazon, they have a great return plan. Like, your customers could literally say, I do not want this product anymore, I've used it for what I wanted it for, and returned it. You could literally do that. And what I do is, Amazon takes a percentage to return, a fee to return it. So if I sold the product for $10, customer decides they want to return, Amazon may take $4 to ship it back. From me, I would charge a customer $6 to ship it back, and usually the customer will be like, well, alright, no problem, and they won't mind paying that return shipping fee, and then I'll still make $2. So at the end of the day, I'll get a good review, I'll get a good amount, and everybody will be happy. So you want to have a company that has good returns. So another thing is, this one is pretty straightforward. You don't want to have wrong images or description. For instance, let's take this product right here. They offer they offer this drone for sale. You buy one, you get this exact drone. Now, the problem I had in the past was I had the picture of a drone, not this one, but a picture of a drone, a fairly expensive drone. I'm talking over $150, and in that picture there was, and in the description too, there was a bag, like a case for the drone, but the dropshipper didn't offer a case. So what happened was, when the customer received the drone, they were like, where is my case? And I'm like, oh, you didn't get the case. So I thought it was a problem with the dropshipper, so I reached out to the dropshipper and I was like, well, guys, you didn't ship the case to my customer. And they're like, well, Mr. So-and-so, this product doesn't come with a case. And I'm like, what? So I went ahead and looked at the product description. I was like, oh, barnacles, this is not good. Because what happens now is, I'm gonna have to go out and buy a case for profits just to satisfy that customer. So I do not want you guys to make the same mistake. Make sure you thoroughly use the description from the dropshipper and the images as well. Or if you're using external images, make sure they're the exact same images. And last but definitely not least, you want to have knowledge of your product. Let me give you an example. I was selling this product right here, and somebody reached out to me and they were asking a fairly intelligent question about the product. I had no knowledge of the product, so usually I'd reply in an hour. I really couldn't reply to that person. I had to take at least 20 hours to reply, because I had a back order of stuff that I had to sort out. So I went out and did all those orders, and then I had to come back, read up on this product, like I'm talking full blast research, like just to figure out and answer this person's question. And then in my head, of course, I was like, why couldn't they do the research? But no, you want to sell them this product, so you want to come across as the authority in this product, with this specific product. So I had to go out, do my research, and come back and answer that person. Surely they had more questions, but because of my research, I was able to get back to them as soon as possible, and then they ended up getting the product. They felt real comfortable getting it, and they commended me on the customer care too, because usually when persons reach out to other persons on eBay, they don't get their response quickly, and that could make a difference between the sale and not having a sale. Well, I hope you guys like this, and be sure to subscribe for more, and be sure to check out my website too, and drop your email in the pop-up that comes up, so I could reach out to you guys personally. And yeah, in the description also I leave all the links to all the tools that I recommend, and the link to my website. I'd love to hear from you guys. What inspires you to do drop shipping, and how is it going so far, and if possible, how can I help even more?